Hello, it's me, Rachu, back at you with another video. How are you? I'm gonna stop now. Anyway, this is the third video on my work stories working at Five Below. And boy, we got some gems in this one. I say that every episode, what am I talking about? But we do have some pretty great stories to tell, and I'm excited for this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this. All right, so this first story has to do with bags. So if you didn't know, the place where I work, Five Below, we sell bags, like, you know, just general like paper bags. Like they cost money for people to get, because my state is kind of annoying like that. And people can get really up at arms about this. Like, I'll tell them, you know, hey, our paper bags cost 10 cents and our reusable bags cost 25 cents. Which would you like? And then they're like, oh, well, I don't want a bag. So this is evident in this story. So this man comes up to me, right? And he's getting stuff. And I'm like, hey, do you want a bag? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, we only have 10-cent paper and 25-cent reusable. And then he looks at me and he's like, yeah, we have to pay for a bag? Ew, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, okay, dude, whatever, it's your choice. So we've been doing this thing recently. It's like, it's called suggestive selling. So we just have like this, you know, little bin that's on our register that has like $1 things in it, you know, like summer things or beach balls or, you know, whatever we're selling for that day. And we, the cashiers, get to choose what we want to upsell. It's a win-win situation. The customer goes out of there with a nice quality item from our shop, and we get a little bit of extra money, and, you know, it's fun. So anyway, I was bringing this dude out. You know, I was finishing up his transaction, and I was selling some, like, one of those, like, swirly mosquito-repelling bracelets at the time for $1 each. It was a good deal. So anyway, I was like, hey, sir, would you be interested in our item of the day, which are these wonderful $1 mosquito-repelling bracelets? And this dude seriously says, well, if you gave me the bag for free, maybe I would have, but now I'm not. And I'm like, are we in a middle school, sir? Well, first of all, it's not up to me. I'm literally just working here. I would give you a bag for free if I could, but my company doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. So yeah, I didn't say that to him, by the way. If I did, I wouldn't be a great cashier, but I was thinking that, so that happened. All right, this next thing isn't even a story. It's just a thing that I needed to bring attention to. This fantastic tag that I just found laying on the ground. LaFleur pillow. Yes, not the floor pillow. I just love how someone up in like the marketing department was like, yeah, this is fine. We sell this now. And yeah, I just love this. Next story involves two young adult ladies. I would say they're in their like mid-20s or whatever. And they're coming through the line and they seem to be having like a little bit of an argument between them. They were getting their things on one transaction and they were arguing over who was gonna pay. So there's things like, no, I'm gonna pay. No, let me pay. Really, you did it last time, you know? So one of the girls is like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my card in the little chip reader thing. And the other girl is having none of that. She violently rips the other girl's card out of the chip reader and then tries to put her card into the machine. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is kind of violent. And then they start like dragging each other away from the little chip reader. And then one of them looks at me and she's like, take my card, take it. And I'm like, I was shell-shocked. I was terrified. These girls were going at it like a life or death situation. And I'm just sitting here like shocked. I've never seen this before. But yeah, physical violence. You know, friendly physical violence, but it was still physical violence of dragging your friend away from the machine. So finally, one of the girls won the battle and put her card in the machine and smiled victoriously at her defeated friend. All right, so this last story is really fun, actually. This was a really good day. I had a blast. So one of my managers calls over to me one day and she's like, hey girl, can you come here? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So I go over to her and she's working at the little, you know, tank top / shirt display. It's like a little table and things are folded on it and stuff. So I go over there and I'm like, hey, what's up? And she points to this tank top, this size small, like lime green tank top that that's been there ever since I got the job, which has been a few months. And she's like, hey girl, I'm tired of seeing this. It's the only one left in stock. All the other ones are sold out and, you know, it just doesn't fit anymore and I'm sick of seeing it. So if you could sell this by the end of your shift, I will give you a to be determined prize. And I'm like, oh, challenge accepted, ma'am. So I take the tank top and I hang it up on my little divider, my little plexiglass divider, and any likely candidates that might want the shirt come through and I'm like, hey, I'm selling this tank top. It's the only one left and I really don't want to see it anymore. It's a size small if you're interested. And within like 20 minutes, I sold it and I was so proud. I'm going up to my coworkers and I'm like, oh my gosh, I sold that lime green tank top and it's gone now and I'm really excited. And they're like, hey girl, good job. And I got high fives and all that. And it was a really good time. And so I go up to my manager who, you know, was gonna do the prize thingy. And I'm like, I sold it. And she's like, oh girl, good job. And then she comes up to me later and she's like, okay, so I'll give you two options. Option one for your prize is that I will buy you lunch when we're on our shift together, or option two is you get to choose anything out of the store and I will buy it for you. So I just decided to do the latter option. I got this super dope paper lantern, which is the cutest thing and it's so aesthetic and I love it. And I high-key want to get more of them because I love them so much. But yeah, I was so jazzed after that day. That was such a good day. Wow, look at that. I have time at the end of the video to do some shameless self-promo. All right, like and subscribe if you haven't already. This art shall be up on my Redbubble shop. The link is always in the description if you're interested in checking it out. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below telling me what you think of my stories and my job. And yeah, I love you guys and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!